you have to ask is, how can global phenomena skip Cote d'Ivoire and all the surrounding countries and only attack Ghana? How? How does it happen? Mr. Chairman, with this desperate argument, however, it is contradicted by the data. That's why I like data.
8 years, no crisis, no global crisis, no COVID pandemic, no Russia-Ukraine war, no global economic recession. 8 years.
Economy in terms of the fundamentals is what was driving the depreciation of the currency. You can't be running double-digit deficits, double-digit current account and fiscal deficits, borrowing to this extent, financing your deficit with huge printing of money from the central bank, right, and expect your currency to be stable. The fundamentals will not support.
If the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. People of Cape Coast, I have good news for you. We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast.
Unfortunately for Bawumia, it took his own president to expose him.
So as far as the harbor, we have to be very clear in our mind. We never committed ourselves. I never said I was going to build a harbor in Cape Coast. I said I was going to build a landing site.
We don't have to borrow money from anywhere. Just toll the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads in Ghana.
But it doesn't mean we will not borrow money. It only means that we are going to borrow responsibly and not recklessly. No government can say they won't borrow money. That is ridiculous.
We are going to make sure we bring in a new economic model and make sure the money will come down to our villages for everybody to get that share of the money.
Npp will shift the focus of economic policy away from taxation to production. So we are going to move away from taxation to production. If you gave me 1,000 interchanges and a Ghana card, I'll choose the Ghana card because it has more impact on the view and that we should not tax mobile money, because mobile money transactions, a lot of the people who are using these transactions are very poor people. The most important project in the north since independence, a Pualugu Dam project.
Okay.
Is the biggest investment. Say we're drawing books since independence.
Okay. As I watch it.
How watch it? Government be by say Pualugu Dam. But we're here as a signature project, and in Ebeda #1. So there's no doubt about that. I have no doubt in my mind, and I was championing the Pualugu Dam. We have not yet been able to do it, but by the grace of God, I believe we are going to do the Pualugu Dam. It has to be done. So if I do everything now, if I could, what would I do when I come into office? I mean, how can you do everything now? So if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. But it is warped logic to jump from that to a conclusion that if there is depreciation in your currency, then the fundamentals must be weak. Do you understand the logic? It is very warped logic. If the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. But if the exchange rate moves, you cannot jump to that conclusion that the fundamentals are weak. Cocoa Board is on the verge of collapse. I'm not aware of that, but we'll look at that. I cannot comment on that. It's not. I don't know where the data is coming from.